wasn't like Taylor Swift at one point playing before you on that tour?
I remember there was a showcase at the Whiskey A Go-Go. They had hay stacks on the stage, and I showed up at 8:30, and Taylor went on at 8.
Come on.
Like, to this day, man, like I look at my kids, I'm like, she used to open for me, man.
Aren't you in the liner notes of her first album?
Yeah, because when we were on the road, we used to go do meet and greets together at radio stations and whatever. And I would be like, hey, Taylor, I think you're a little different than everybody else.
I guess so.
And I remember telling her, like, do yourself a favor and write all this down so you remember when you were 16, 17, 18, 19. Because when you turn 40, this is going to be badass to think about. I was at Billy Bob's one time. It was the first time I had like a really big audience. It was early in my career, so I didn't realize that if you took that first shot, that means you're going to get 15 more. Because everybody always goes, oh, they'll take a shot if I take it up there.
Yeah, I've never thought about that before.
So all of a sudden, there's like 5 of them. And I was like, well, I want to be like Jerry Jeff or Willie. Like, I want to be like my thunk, thunk, thunk. And I'm taking shot after shot after shot. By the time the encore comes, I'm like, okay. This is mortifying. Like, I don't ever want to feel like this again. If you acknowledge the crowd at a level where they think you care, then they're no longer lost in the moment. But if you really make them believe that you're about to lose your shit, or the band's about to fall apart, or you're about to fall apart, that's why people always go, Jack's fucked up. Jack's crazy.
If I gave you $1, how many times I've heard that in my life?
But it's funny because I always go like, I thought that was the point. If I'm aware of you, then how is this authentic? I can't pretend to be a farmer unless I'm farming. You know what I mean? It's like whatever you have to do to get to a point where you don't give a shit what anybody else thinks. That's what I'm into. If you open up for somebody and you're in front of 100,000 people, if you're opening up, it can be badass, but it's never going to be as great as it could be in front of 5 people that paid to see you play. That's the beauty of music, is that if I show up and I'm only there for one reason, and they show up and they're only there for one reason, 10 or 10,000, it doesn't fucking matter. But if I show up and I'm watching people get to their seat and spill their beer and get mad at their husband, I see them. Like, I spent 5 years looking at people getting to their seats.
Yeah.
Where they were digging it and like, oh, that's that guy that sings that song. It's a very fucking different experience than all I am here for is him. That's where the sex part comes in. Then once I achieved a number one record, top 10 hits, best new male vocalist, all that, I was like, when do we get to do the bait and switch? When do I get to go, okay, I no longer have to try like that. I can try like this. I can just be my best and kill it. And then I realized, like, oh, you can't get into this by effort or deeds. I'm trying to say, hey, I'll get in on this card, but I'll play this card. And that's just saying how it works, man. Like, I'm a songwriter.